Obviously, I know. Obviously, you mentioned it. I'm going to hear it again and again. But how did that Chocolatito sparring session go? What was that experience like? I mean, to go in there with somebody I'm sure you grew up watching.
That sparring session, it was badass, to be honest. It was 8 rounds of back and forth punches. So to share the ring with a legend like Chocolatito, it meant a lot to me, and to actually be inside the ring with him, it was badass just to be across the ring from him.
Of course. And speaking of another legend, obviously in that division, one of the four kings, Juan Francisco Estrada. When that fight was finally signed and you realized you're going to get this fight, what went through your mind? Also in the sense of like somebody you grew up watching and I'm sure idolized and now becomes your rival.
Yeah. It was crazy. They talked about it for about a month or two. So when it was finally signed and official, I was like, man, let's go. Like, I locked in right away and I got in the gym. So I mean, I'm just very blessed with the opportunity to face Estrada, but June 29th, I'll be more than ready.
What do you make of people? I mean, I give you a lot of credit. I know a lot of other people do because you've been tearing up the division, obviously taking apart people's childhood mentors and role models in these fighters. But people saying that Estrada's been inactive nearly 2 years. He's 34. He's getting older. This and that. What do you make of those people saying that you're taking him on at a point when he's kind of washed a little bit?
He still has a belt. He still has the WBC and the Ring magazine. So either way, I'm going to have to face him. Whether it's in the past, in the future, it don't really matter. He's a champion, so that itself says a lot. Who cares if he's inactive or getting older? He's still a champion, so I mean, people can try to discredit my wins or whatever, but it is what it is. That's how boxing fans are.
I mean, even to that point, I mean, in that division, those smaller weights, you see these guys. I mean, they have longevity. They go a lot older. They're fighting again already.
Yeah.
So now, what does this fight, in your opinion, do for your career? Do you believe it makes you the face of those lighter divisions, or do you already feel you are?
No. I believe a win over Estrada will make me the face of the lower weight divisions, and from what I've already accomplished, I'm like one fight away. So this fight will just seal the deal.
And speaking of obviously your accomplishments, you've done so much already, but you mentioned once, I remember a quote saying that you don't get the same motivation for those smaller fights.
Yeah.
You want the big fights. Outside of this one, of course, what other big fights do you foresee?
After this, say I do get over Estrada, I would like a unification fight with the winner of Martinez or Ioka, or I'm not sure who has the WBO, but that's a fight that interests me as well. Like you said, I don't really want any easy tune-up fights anymore. I'm here to take big fights.
Then let's just say it is Ioka, just out of the case of being in Japan. The Japanese obviously greatly respect your division.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the glamour division for them over there, pretty much.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe you ever had a fight in Japan. Is that something that would interest you to go over there on their home turf and take that experience over there?
I've never had a fight in Japan, but I went with my brother when he fought out there twice, and I mean it's a whole different experience out there. I feel like boxing is a lot bigger in the lower weight divisions out there. So me versus Ioka, a unification fight for like 3 belts, I believe, or 4 belts. I don't even know how many belts, but man, that'd be badass.
100%. Any last message to your fans?
Just appreciate the support. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for backing me up, and it means a lot. Tune in June 29th and the new.